Hi, I'm going to go through some examples of finding intercepts on some graphs. So I have 3 graphs here, and I may show a 4th here in a little bit, but I'm going to start with the absolute value function at the top. And up till now, we've talked about x-intercepts, and x-intercepts can go by a whole bunch of different names like zeros, x-intercepts, roots, solutions, solution set. We've called them zeros for the most part, but in Desmos, it's really easy to find the zeros. They can just click on the 2 points there, and as soon as you click on the graph, all these little gray dots show up. But if you click again, it'll actually show you the actual coordinates for those points. So those are the 2 x-intercepts, the 2 solutions, so -9, +3. But I have another intercept there, and that's the y-intercept, and that occurs at 0, -3. The y-intercept only has one name. It's just y-intercept. So in this case, I have 3 intercepts, but 2 of them are x-intercepts. That's usually what I'm looking for. Only one is the y-intercept. And y-intercepts, again, only have one name, and I will specifically call them the y-intercept. The other intercepts, I can use roots, zeros, solutions, x-intercepts, solution set. There's a whole bunch of different names for those functions. So in this case, two roots, 2 x-intercepts, 1 y-intercept. All right, so I'll go ahead and go to the next function, which is going to be my quadratic function. And I have 2 x-intercepts, one at -2 and one at +2. And then my y-intercept, and you can see that other gray dot up there at the top. That other gray dot is at 4, so my y-intercept here would be 4, and it actually turns out that's the vertex where the graph changes direction. All right, I have another graph here, and that's an exponential function. And as you can see, I have 2 important points. That's the x-coordinate, so 2.32. Normally we round to 2 decimal points, 2 numbers after the decimal point. And so that's the x-coordinate. I only have 1 in this case. My y-coordinate, my y-intercept would be -4. So 1 x-intercept and 1 y-intercept. Now, there can be more than 1 y-intercept, or more than 1 x-intercept. Usually there's 1 y-intercept. Not all the time, but most of the time. But I can have more than 2 x-intercepts, like in this case here. I actually have a polynomial function, and as you can see, I have a whole bunch of little gray dots that show up. There are 3 x-intercepts, 3 roots, 3 zeros. And then I have 1 y-intercept. The y-intercept occurs at -8. The graph actually changes directions a couple times there, as you can see, but I have 3 zeros and 1 y-intercept.